Amendment by Jones of Harris.
The chair recognizes Ms. Jones to explain the amendment.
Mr. Speaker, members, transparency is accountability, especially if taxpayer dollars are going to private and religious schools. The public deserves to know who is benefiting. This amendment ensures private schools accepting voucher money, public money, report and post-enrollment data disaggregated by income level. This will expose income disparities. Without this data, there's no way to tell if low-income students who are supposed to be helped are being left behind. We need to know if this is just another elite subsidy disguised as help for poor families. Public funds deserve public oversight. Public schools already report this data. Private schools, if they want this public money, should have to play by the same rules. This is about equity, not special treatment. This protects vulnerable students. This amendment is the only safeguard we have to ensure that public funds aren't being funneled into exclusive institutions that reject students with disabilities, learning differences, or from working class families. And it's better to be data-driven. It's better because you can't fix what you can't measure. This amendment gives future lawmakers the ability to assess the real impact of SB 2, not the rhetoric, but the reality. This prevents publicly funded segregation. If we fail to track who these voucher dollars serve, we risk subsidizing systems that further income-based segregation. Texas taxpayers should never foot the bill for inequality or inequity. This requirement is small, just a simple report and a website post, but the impact is huge. Texans deserve transparency when it comes to where their money goes. It demands it live up to its own promises. Anyone serious about helping kids should vote for this. And let me say this clearly before another motion to table is made. It's offensive that every time we bring amendments, real solutions to major problems in this bill, the author moves to table them without real debate. It silences our speech. It blocks us from voting on the merits of amendments designed to alleviate harm. We were elected to represent Texans. Our voices matter. Our votes matter. Our constituents matter. This bill is already deeply flawed, and your refusal to let us improve it is a disservice to everyone, especially the low-income students this bill purports to help. This is being rammed through on party lines almost every vote. It's profoundly disappointing to see this process so deeply partisan. Texans deserve better. All Texans, not just the wealthy, not just the well-connected, but all of us. Mr. Speaker, I move adoption.
Ms. Jones?
Mr. Kane, for what purpose?
Question for the author.
Will the lady yield for questions?
Yes.
The lady
Ms.
yields.
Jones, you're discussing wanting to improve this bill. If this amendment goes on, will you be voting for this bill?
No, you literally haven't accepted any of our amendments, so why would I?
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm being as gracious to you as you are to us.
Thank you.
The chair recognizes Dr. Buckley in opposition to the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, the bill as filed has rigorous reporting requirements.
Ms. Weiner, for what purpose?
Will the gentleman yield for some questions?
Will the gentleman yield for questions?
Yes.
The gentleman yields.
Representative Buckley, earlier tonight on a different amendment, I asked you some questions about the way Arizona's voucher program has ended up disproportionately going to wealthier families, and that lower income children have been left behind, and why I have concerns about this. As I read Representative Jones' amendment, it makes sure that if those fears come to pass, we would have that data. What is the problem with us getting that data so that we know if these vouchers are actually reaching the families you say they intend to reach?
The bill currently provides that information that an ESA parent provides in application is reported by the comptroller, and it is only for the children that are in the ESA program. One thing to be very clear, this amendment appears to require that a private school report all of their information on all students there, of which not all students would be ESA students. And so The provisions in Senate Bill 2 have rigorous reporting and transparency standards where this information can be gathered so that policymakers can understand who's participating.
Does the underlying bill require that that information be posted online where every single Texan can find that information?
Yes, the annual report is posted online.
Okay. I would encourage you to look more deeply at Representative Jones' amendment and try to support this increased transparency for every single Texan. Thank you.
All right. I respectfully move to table.
The chair recognizes Ms. Jones to close on the amendment.
Colleagues, all this amendment does is require transparency from private schools that are accepting public money. That's it. If they want taxpayer dollars, they should be accountable to taxpayers. It's unfair and frankly offensive that an amendment calling for something as basic as income level reporting gets shut down without a vote on the merits. Every time, and I'm going to say this again, we bring reasonable, thoughtful amendments to improve this bill, they're met with a motion to table. That's not democracy, that's obstruction. This is public money. The public deserves to know who it's going to. If you vote to table this amendment, you're voting to hide the truth from Texans. This amendment is about equity, transparency, and accountability. Vote no on the motion to table. Vote yes for the people. Thank you.
Ms. Jones of Harris sends up an amendment. Dr. Buckley moves to table. The question is on the motion to table. If you're in favor of the amendment, vote no on the motion to table. If you're opposed to the amendment, vote yes on the motion to table. A record vote has been requested. The clerk will ring the bell. Show Ms. Jones voting nay. Show Ms. Plesa voting nay. Show Mr. King voting aye. Show Dr. Buckley voting aye. Show Mr. Morgan voting aye. Show Mr. Alders voting aye. Show Ms. Schaffner voting aye. Have all voted? There being 86 ayes, 61 nays, the motion to table prevails. The following amendment, the clerk will read the amendment.